Thank you.
You know, a lot of people have been writing in and complaining that we tend on the Smothers Brothers show to get a little wild on our show and say things that I think, maybe they think, really shouldn't be said on TV.
I think you're right.
And I have to agree that sometimes we do get a little risque maybe, or we say something about religion or politics that might be a little out of line. We don't...
And we've really been thinking seriously about these complaints, and we've decided, after long deliberation with CBS and with our own producers and
our conscience,
and our conscience, we've decided to stop mentioning. We've decided to stop mentioning controversial topics on the show and present strictly an entertainment-type program with a lot of singing and dancing and good old-fashioned belly laughs, right?
Amen.
Pie-in-the-face stuff that is really...
So America and everybody here, we want to make sure that you and your family can tune in any time and watch the Smothers Brothers show and know that you won't hear anything on the show that you couldn't hear at home.
Absolutely.
It's the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour with guest stars Lee French, the Clingers, and special guest star Andy Williams. The Jimmy Joy Singers, the Ron Poindexter Dancers, and Nelson Riddle and his orchestra.
With all the pain relievers in the world to choose from, doctors most often recommend one specific ingredient for headaches. 2 Anacin tablets have more of this specific pain-relieving ingredient than 4 of the other leading extra-strength tablets. The others contain additional pain relievers, and 2 is the recommended dosage, but you should know that 2 Anacin contain more of this specific pain reliever than 4 of the others. Next headache, take Anacin.
Now, the fastest relief known for bronchial asthma attacks can restore free breathing in as little as 15 seconds. It's Primatene Mist. Used as directed, Primatene Mist instantly delivers medication deep into congested lungs, opens breathing passages, relaxes bronchial spasms, so asthma attack is relieved fast. Get Primatene Mist. Restores free breathing in as little as 15 seconds.
From Television City in Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, meet the Smothers Brothers.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We feel we have a wonderful show for you tonight, and we'd like once again to start off the show with a wonderful dance number because we...
Why don't you wait a minute? You know, you never ever say anything that really means something. You never say anything that's significant. You never get involved in anything outside of your cars. And why don't you say something about the world's problems or anything like that instead of always saying, I got a wonderful dance number for you.
Tommy, that's where you're absolutely wrong. Right now, I'm deeply involved in one of the world's most serious problems.
Well,
I am. One of the most serious problems facing all mankind I'm involved with.
What do you want, equality for your black wall tires or something? You and your cars?
It's very funny. Very funny.
I made it up.
Well, it sounds like you made it up. Well, actually, Tommy, I've just completed a rather extensive study on the problem of overpopulation. Mm-hmm. So let me give you a few facts that shocked me, and I think it will shock you, ladies and gentlemen. Fact is, 6,000 years before Christ, there were approximately 5 million people on this earth. Today, there are over 4 billion.
That's so interesting.
That is interesting, isn't it? Now, if we keep on growing at the rate we're growing now, in 900 years, there will be 60 billion people on the face of this earth. And that breaks down to exactly 100 people per square yard of surface.
Ah, wonder what's on Bonanza tonight.
Go ahead, Tommy. Make fun, you know. It really would be fun having 100 persons per square yard. I mean, that really turns you on, doesn't it? That's what it comes out to be, 100 people per square yard. You don't even care about it.
You mean there'd be 60
billion people.
In 900 years?
In 900 years.
Wow. I bet some people in America would sure hate to have 1 million Negroes move into their block just like that.
Okay, Tom, forget it. You're not going to take this seriously, so just forget it. It doesn't bother you that right now there are millions of people dying of starvation, and there are going to be hundreds of millions doing it later on. They're going to die. It's quite apparent, Tommy. You don't realize how important, you don't have any idea of how important the overpopulation and birth control issue is.
Oh, yes.
It goes right over your little head.
Oh, no, it doesn't. I'm as...
Yeah. I don't know, Tom. I think we better just forget about the subject, but it might work. Ladies and gentlemen, we're very proud right now to feature the Ron Poindexter Dancers doing a very special number. And this is one group, by the way, I don't think we have to worry about, the population explosion with.
Why is that?
Because they've got rhythm.
I'm embarrassed for that.
I didn't write it, I just say it.
The Ron Poindexter Dancers have a lot of imagination, and here they are with a nothing ball dance.
I think they named that song after my cigarette.
Oh?
How dry I am.
Here, try these.
Cool? Okay.
Come up to the cool taste. Taste extra coolness every time you smoke.
Hey, Ted, here's a quick one.
Okay, first word. Taste. Cool. Tastes cool. That's right.
Come up to the cool taste.
Try Cools, king size or long size. Both have the same taste of extra coolness. Cool Filter Kings, Cool Filter Longs. 2 sizes, 1 taste. The cool taste.
Tom and I are naturally partial to acts involving 2 people, and tonight we have a special act with 2 special people. They combine sensitivity with sophistication to bring back a forgotten era of forgotten songs that probably should best be forgotten. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the Times Square 2.
Speaking of Hawaii, Hello, how are you? How are you? Let me talk to Honolulu. To ask her this thing. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. My wireless. Please stay. I can't wait to hear her reply. For I have gone every little thing I ought to talk from New York through the wireless. Hello, how are you? How are you? Hello, how are you? How are you?
Yakahula, hickey doula.
Yakahula, hickey doula. To ask her this, give me a, my wireless. Please stay, can't wait to hear her reply. Fly. For I have gone every little thing I own to talk from New York through the wireless telephone. Oh, hello, how are you? How are you?
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are, of course, the original and authentic Times Square 2. And my name, especially for the ladies' benefit, is Mycroft Partner. You're too kind. My partner, on the other hand, needs no introduction. Now, the following song is one of our most requested numbers, and although it is a very delightful little piece, I'm frankly quite amazed at its popularity. Granted, it does have a certain flavore mediterranee. It's so easy when you know the language. And of course, the background music will be supplied as usual by Andrew, or Mr. Guitar, as his friends prefer to call him. However, I sometimes wonder if it isn't the touches of drama, which I myself have introduced towards the end of this song, which make it the surefire winner we're told it is.
Or see the silver star bright light is throwing. Hush, now the gentle wind's blowing. Come to my bark with me, come sail across the sea. Lucia,
home travelers on the go.
we do. Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia.
See. See how the
Our sails extending, not could our hearts more please.
on this deck standing.
Come
To my bark with
me, come
Elmer Costa.
see Santa Santa.
Lucia,
Come.
travelers of wonderland,
I'll come.
quickly to my
Cause
Santa
Lucia, Santa.
Gentil sweethearted, scondare fai rivoli al marinaro, e gridando con allegria
Well, hurry up, I'm running out of Santa
Hello, ladies. Once again, it's time to share a little tea with Goldie, a program designed to keep you above what's happening. Join us as we share a little tea with Goldie.
Hello out there, hello, and an overall hi over all of you. A lot of you ladies have written in wanting to know, on. Well, ladies, I'm on as often as possible. Here's a groovy little household hint that comes from Mrs. Kathy Furball of Kitty Hawk, Pennsylvania. She writes, Dear Goldie, here's what I do with leftovers. First, I fill an 8-inch metal pie plate with the leftovers. Then I cover it with a firm pie crust to keep them from smelling. Then I preheat the oven to 350 degrees and bake for 43 minutes until the crust is a delicious golden brown. Then I take it out of the oven and throw it away. Well, thank you very much, Mrs. Furball. And for those of you who are watching television, and I know that many of you are, here is an interesting statistic. 26% of the people in the United States of America wear contact lenses. 88% of those American people have lost at least one lens. Now, here's a handy little hint to help you keep from ever losing your contact lenses. You just have them set into these little wire frames like this. Then just rest them securely on your nose. Isn't that far out? You can't see very well, but the hallucinations are great. Oh, these are really great. Here's an interesting news item. This one is from our news department, and it says here, the new Soviet-appointed premier of Czechoslovakia made his acceptance speech today in Prague. It was short and to the point. He said, and I quote, "I have been asked to say that I am not a puppet." Well, we know where things are at these days. Here's another interesting item. This one comes from Mount Zion Hospital. A liver transplant went wrong yesterday when the tray was misdirected to the hospital kitchen. Fortunately, the patient is doing well and so far shows no signs of rejecting the 4 strips of bacon. Wow! Oh, that's really great. Medical science is certainly getting far out. And speaking of food, that's what I'd like to talk about next. I know you ladies have got to cook at least 3 meals a day. Now, we know that anyone can make a good tasting meal, but ladies, how do your meals sound? You can get out of that dull rhythm of everyday life in the kitchen and find new sounds all around you. For instance, when you go to grate a carrot, do you have that same old 1 carrot, 2 carrot, 3 carrot sound that you always make? Well, ladies, why not break out of your old bag and into something new? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Before you know it, your carrots are grated. Wow, isn't that far out? And you'll just dig into your carrots that way. And for you electric appliance freaks, your blender makes a really great sound. Have you ever dug on this sound here? Which isn't happening at the moment, but it's far out if you listen to the silence. Have you ever dug on that before? And not only that, most blenders nowadays have several speeds running from low to high. Wow, dig that. Oh, that's great. I prefer high myself. Wow, that's really far out. Oh, and you know, popcorn makes a great sound. I put that popcorn in earlier, and I think I can hear it just beginning to pop in there now. And ladies, for the soprano section of your kitchen, there's nothing like a groovy old whistling teapot. We'll just turn that on now, and maybe it'll turn us on later. Ladies, if you look around your kitchen, you'll find hundreds of instruments in it. New ways to help you break out of your old bag. You'll get new rhythm with wooden spoons and knives and forks and egg beaters and pots and pans and blenders and electric mixers and all kinds of things and glasses. You can just wail in your kitchen, ladies. Victory through vegetables, let's all make love, not war. Ladies can have fun instead of getting bored. Playing with their pot until the early dawn. Until then, let's all just get it on. Remember, ladies, if music be the food of love, don't just eat it, play with it. This is Romeo Geek saying
Do you have anything to say before you are shot?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the Clingers.
Mr. Jones and Mr. Krempler were neighbors. They each had $3,000. With his money, Mr. Jones bought himself a $3,000 car. With his money, Mr. Krempler bought himself a new refrigerator, a new range, a new washer, a new dryer, a record player, 2 new television sets, and a brand new Volkswagen. Now Mr. Jones is faced with that age-old problem, keeping up with the Kremplers.
You know, Tommy, I was thinking, it only took us 9 years to get our first gold record album. You know that?
No, I was thinking about it too, and the way that our
all the time. There's nothing you can say or do. I've just made up my mind. we don't seem to get along. We're in each other's way all the time. But all the time I'm gone, the world will spin for me, as long as I can see you one more time, all the time. We couldn't get together on what we thought. You gave me a freedom I didn't want. I tried to live the way you wanted to live. Maybe in time we'll both learn how to give. Don't know where I'm going, I just know tomorrow's there all the time. But which tomorrow brings me back depends on what I find. I may find I can get along much better if I move all the time. But all the time I'm moving, I'll be searching for the moment I can see you one more time, all the time. One more time, all the time. One more time, all the time. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. We're children needing other children, and yet letting our grown-up pride hide all the need inside, acting more like children than children. Oh, lovers are very special people. They're the luckiest people in the world. With one person, one very special person, a feeling deep in your soul says you were half, now you're whole. No more hunger and thirst, but first be a person who needs people. People who need people. are the luckiest people in the world. Oh, people who need people are the luckiest people in the
We'll be right back with Lee French, the Clingers, and our special guest star, Andy Williams, on the second half of the Smothers Comedy Brothers Hour.
If you could put Tareyton's charcoal filter on your cigarette, if you could put Tareyton's charcoal filter on your cigarette, you'd have a better tasting cigarette. Of course, we can't guarantee it'd smoke as smooth as a Tareyton. Face it, if you want your cigarette to smoke as smooth as a Tareyton, it'll just have to be a Tareyton with the activated charcoal filter.
That's why us Tareyton smokers would rather fight than switch.
Moon River, wider than a mile. I'm crossing you in style someday.
Not again. This tune gives me the willies. Come on, Egg. I'm getting out of here.
You heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way.
Andy, your father and I love you very much, but we must go. We can't stand it. Son, don't call us. We'll call you.
To see, oh, we're after that same rainbow's end waiting.
Andy, old buddy. Listen, Johnny Mercer and I wrote this song, you know, and we're eternally grateful for everything you've done for us. But enough is enough.
And me, two drifters off to see the world. Such a lot of world to see. We're after that same rainbow's end, waiting round the bend. My huckleberry friend. Moon River.
And now songs from other lands, from our Latin American neighbors to the south. Only through understanding and through the singing of songs and the learning of the mores of these people and the habits and their language, because whence Whence not should we think of these people because they're strange, because they dress differently and their language is different? We shouldn't think of them as being strange or different.
That's right, that's right. They're not strange or different.
They're weird. But to keep tyranny out of Latin America, only through understanding can we do this. Remember, as we reach our hands in friendship across the little skinny. As we reach our hand across the isthmus, let's grasp our Latin American neighbors in a warm handshake of friendship and warmth and understanding. Remember, we need their coffee and their rubber. My brother and myself would like to join together and sing a song from Venezuela, sung entirely in the language of the Venezuelans, Venezuelese. This song parallels the exciting ritual dance, the Venezuelan ritual umbrella dance, where the rain dance in Venezuela, where the Venezuelans dance around, take an open umbrella, embed it in the dry sand of Venezuela, and dance around and around the umbrella and pray for rain. It's a very dry region of Venezuela, and this is a song that
a lot of people, they dance around, really, what do they? They open this up, do they stick it in the sand upside down or right side up? How do they do this?
In reality, the Venezuelan umbrella dance, where they dance around the umbrella and pray for rain, is very similar to the world-famous Mexican hat dance we're all familiar with.
That's right, Tommy. You might say that it's analogous to that.
You could say that it's analogous to the world-famous Mexican hat dance in Mexico, where they dance around the hat and pray for hair. Sure. Hey! Slaughtered. Uno, dos, tres. Havana, 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 Venus, Havana, 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 Venus, The rain is coming! Hey! Muchos aguas! What are you doing?
I mean, that's part of the song. Now, you're interrupting. I was praying.
What were you praying for?
I was praying for hair.
You too?
Yeah. You better believe it. You know, there's great...
I'm gonna take umbrella and dance around it. And so
you want some water?
No.
We have a drinking fountain right now.
No, catch the hair.
You need it. They're doing great things with hair transplants and hair weaving. You know, you should look into it.
I am.
Yeah. Okay. You know, there's great competition
I've
between...
never, ever liked you.
Yeah, he's gonna say, Mom gave me more hair than him, right? Now, you know there's great competition between the network shows. I think you're all aware of it, between variety shows and series, comedy series, everything, even news programs.
That's right, and all the heads of CBS asked us personally to find something that could compete with the Flying Nun.
Flying Nun was a big hit,
Yeah.
so we got 4 sisters. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the Clingers.
Look at that sun. Oh, sing it to me, girls, now. I need to laugh, and when the sun is out, let me tell y'all, I've got something I could laugh about. I feel good in a special way. I'm in love, and it's one of them sunny days. Na 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 na. Wow, yeah. Good day, sunshine. What you say? Good day, sunshine. Oh, feel so good now. Sunshine. Light neath the shady tree. I love him and he's been loving me. I feel good. Oh, he looks so fine. I'm so happy that that little boy is mine. Na 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 na. Good day, sunshine. What you say? Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. It's gonna be one beautiful day. Why, yeah!
You're having a lot of fun, right, Rod? You wrote a book, and Jerry Kramer's going to read it to you now, so you're going to get along fine. But now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for, the presentation of the most valuable hair award. Now, this award is presented annually to the one head of hair that best exemplifies the true athletic ideal, the hair that's well-trained, superbly conditioned, remarkably disciplined, free of grease. And the winner is the hair of Rodney Walsh.
On behalf of my hair, I'd like to say that if it weren't for its trainer Vitalis, well, I wouldn't be here tonight. Yeah, well, you guys laugh. I've seen you guys play before, too, so that's all right. No, listen, very seriously, I'd like to say this, that Vitalis helped develop my hair, and it did it all without 1 ounce of fat or grease. So I thank you, and my hair thanks you. Thanks.
Where do you go when there's no place to hide? No place to hide, no place to hide. When your face is red and you're embarrassed inside. Where do you go when there's no place to hide?
Ah, yes. We've all had our embarrassing moments, haven't we, Spiro? Well, tonight's our turn as a Smothers Comedy's Brother Hours takes a look. I just had one there, too. As we all take a look at embarrassment. When your face
is red and you're embarrassed inside. Where do you go when there's no place to hide?
No place to hide.
Hello. Hello, this is Dick Smothers of the Smothers Brothers. Listen, Dr. Jensen, I just had to call you. I couldn't wait for our next session. I'm full of anxieties. I keep feeling as though I want to take off my clothes to the public. Yes, and I want to run around the block making faces at old ladies and shout at the top of my lungs. You've got to do something, Doctor, right now. I'm even starting to fall in love with Richard M. Nixon. I beg your pardon? Is this 555-6866?
Hi, may I help you?
Yes, I'd like...
Yes? Yes?
Do you have a druggist?
Now listen to this. So I turned to him and I said, now listen, how should I know I just got here myself? Well, thank you very much. You've been a great audience. You really have. I'm very grateful to you. You've been a wonderful audience, the best audience I think I've ever had. Good night, everybody. Thanks very much. Good night. Hey, did you hear them? Huh? Great. I was sensational, huh? Great. I was just great. My timing was perfect. The jokes just came like that. The laughs came. I was an absolute smash, you know that?
Listen, tonight when you try it again, Andy,
Yeah?
would you do it with your zipper closed?
Listen, Fred, I guess who's coming to dinner? Yeah, Bill Davis. I'm having over to dinner, yeah. Well, he's the first Negro, you know, the first colored person, black man. Hey, gee, Fred, what do you call him these days? Well, anyway, I hope I don't offend him, yeah. Oh, here he is. Bye, Fred. Hi there, boy. Bill. I didn't mean, why don't you sit down, Bill? Gee, can I get you a drink? Hey, there's a great new drink. It's made with vodka and Kahlua. It's called the Black Russian. Like a scotch? I'll go fix you a drink. I'll just turn on the radio, okay?
And now, I Got Rhythm from the pen of George Gershwin. Here's that immortal classic.
Hold it. I guess everybody always says you got rhythm. Hey, take a look at my pad here, Bill. Hey, I like my garden. Yeah, my gardener's been working on like a slave. Been working like a horse. He says he's a little handicapped over there by the gardenias there. He's dug it all up because he's got a bad spade. Good spade, bad shovel. Gee, Bill, forgive me. It's really been a dark day for me. Gray day, black day. Have you ever had one of those days, Bill?
Look, Dave, don't be so nervous. Just relax and have a good time, okay?
Okay, right. You know, Bill, you're really a groovy guy, and I'd like to have you come over to the house a lot more often. You know that?
That's mighty white of you.
Hey, Carl, dig that broad. Man, what a groovy looking chick, man. I'd like to spend a couple weekends with her, man. Look at those legs. Woo, woo. Hey, I think she's coming this way. Yeah, wow.
Hi, honey.
Like to meet my wife?
Gosh, I hope he likes me. Jackson.
Come in.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Tom.
Boy, do you look pretty.
Thank you.
Oh, I bought you a corsage.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Let me put this on.
It's great.
Hey, hi, Andy.
Hey, Billy, how are you? Good to see
wonderful.
you.
Good seeing you again. Haven't seen you in a long time.
No, you look great.
How's the golf game?
Oh, it's just perfect. How's your job?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. And your family?
Oh, they're fine. Listen, how's the little woman?
Where do you go when there's no place to hide? No place to hide, no place to hide. When your face is red and you're embarrassed inside. Where do you go when there's no place to hide?
This is a thin cigarette you've been hearing so much about. Silva Thins. Latest U.S. government figures show Silva Thins lowest in tar and nicotine of all 100s, lower than most Kings. The figures don't show the rich tobacco flavor. You can judge that for yourself.
Silva Thins, the only thin cigarette that put it all together. The figures plus the flavor. That's why we call it the impossible cigarette. Silva Thins, regular or menthol.
Wow!
Are we on? Well, you can hear by the excitement going on around me that we're in the Smothers Brothers locker room. What a great show these boys put on tonight. Let's get Andy Williams up here. Andy! Andy Williams! Andy Williams! Right out there, Andy. Andy, how's your knee?
What?
How's your knee?
Oh, it's fine. You know, I hurt it pretty bad in the first half, but then I re-injured it later on in the show, but it feels fine. It's this one. It feels fine. It should be ready for my special March 19th. And I want to say hello to my mom and Papa, everybody in Wall Lake.
Great. That's real good news, Andy. You really sang great out there tonight. Let's get Pat Paulson up here. Pat Paulson. Pat Paulson, can you come up here? Pat, I understand you have an announcement to make. Look right in there.
Oh, well, I've been traded to the Glenn Campbell show. My first show will be Wednesday night. Hope to help that show, too.
Well, I hope you do, Pat. Can we get the Smothers up here, please? We don't have much time. Tommy, Dick, can we get Billy Barty up here?
Yeah, Bob.
Tom, let me ask you something. What did you think of your performance tonight?
Well, I thought our lines were very good, and I was pleased with the show as a whole.
How about you, Dick? How did you feel about the show tonight?
I'd say we had a pretty good show. Yeah, folks, I thought we had a pretty good show. We started a little slow in the first half. Our timing was off, but I think in the second half we came back and showed them a class of team. We are a great classy team. We'll be back.
Okay, let's take a look at a replay of what seemed to be the turning point in the show. Watch the monitor.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Let me put this on.
It's great.
Oh, yeah. Well, that worked very well. We felt that starting the show off with good taste is important. We got the idea from watching some of the second-rate laugh-in show films. Hey, I'd like to give credit now to Lee French and to the Clingers for a job well done, you know?
What about next week?
I'm not through yet, but I don't think we could have won this game without the Ron Poindexter dancers. They really handled the ball.
That's great. What about next week, Tommy?
Well, Bob, next week should be a great show. We have Burl Ives, the Chambers Brothers, Lee French, and Jackie and Roy, and we've got the material. We think we can do the job.
Okay, that's all the time we have for now. Thank you, boys. Congratulations.
I'd just like to say that regardless of the odds, that we'll have a great show next week. I don't care what the odds are. I guarantee it. Welcome to the AFL.
Also appearing on tonight's show were Bob Einstein, Carl Gottlieb, and Billy Barty. This is Roger Carroll.
Aunt Jemima waffles without her syrup is like a child without a toy.
Aunt Jemima frozen toaster waffles deserve only the best. Real Aunt Jemima syrup.
Aunt Jemima waffles, you gotta love 'em. Light and golden in a homemade way. Just pop 'em in the toaster, that's the way you're supposed to. They sunny up a rainy day.
Out in Orondo, Washington, the Orvilles grow big, juicy apples.
They didn't know it, but some of their apples go into our apples and cinnamon instant Quaker oatmeal. And we thought it would be nice to know what the people who grow our apples think of our oatmeal. So we're making them some, right here in their orchard. Add boiling water, stir, and taste. Apples and cinnamon instant Quaker oatmeal. The Orvilles never tasted anything like it. You haven't either.